Hey guys, Danny Brown here with Myriad Real Estate Group, and it's time for another one of our market update segments. So, a lot of information came out on Friday as the CARES Act was signed into law. And it's not a stimulus bill because it's not going to, stimulate the economy. It's more of a rescue plan. And so there's a lot of great information in this bill that is going to get money to the people who need it most. So if you are a single person making less than $100,000 per year, you're going to get a check. And if you're married and you're making below $200,000 per year, you're going to get a check as well. The less you make, the higher the check is going to be. And for each dependent that you have up to age 17, you'll get $500. And this is all going to be directly deposited into your account or mailed to you based on your 2019 taxes if you already filed. If you haven't, it'll be based on your 2018 taxes. Some other really great information that came out along with this bill to help small businesses. If you have under 500 employees and your revenue, I believe, is under 8 million, then you are entitled to qualify for an SBA loan. If you don't lay any of your employees off and you use the funds for payroll, utilities, rent, and mortgage, then the loan should be forgiven. If you're going to use it for marketing and advertising and other things, then it's going to be a low fixed rate, and you'll be able to pay that back over a period of time. So I myself am looking at the SBA loan to continue to pay employees. I have no desire to lay anybody off. So I think that this is going to be great. And if you're a small business owner, you should absolutely explore this. So those are really the two big things. If you did get laid off, 3.5 million people got laid off last week. That is the highest number of layoffs in recorded history for a week. The previous number was 700,000. So this is substantially higher than that. The weekly payout for unemployment was raised to $600 per week. So hopefully $600 per week for those of you that got laid off is going to help your situation. If you are in financial distress, there's some other things that have come out with mortgages and rent. So landlords cannot evict anyone for not paying their rent, and they're supposed to work with renters right now. If you currently have a mortgage and you're in financial distress, absolutely reach out to your servicer. So Fannie Mae backed loans, VA loans, FHA loans, all the companies that service those mortgages, and it's about 50% of all mortgages qualify for this. They're supposed to work with you to defer your mortgage payment, and it can be deferred up to 12 months. If you're not part of that category, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase, contact them anyway and see if they will work with you as well. So I think that if you have a mortgage payment and you are in financial distress, you absolutely should reach out to your servicer to see if they can do anything for you during this time frame. So what we're going through is wildly different than what happened in 07, 08. And I've been having this conversation with a lot of people on what I think is going to happen with the housing market and where this is going to lead. So I definitely think that we are going to see a dip in the housing market. There are mortgages that no longer exist. The ones that do exist are becoming harder to qualify for with higher credit ratings, lower debt to income ratios. And so the landscape is changing very much right now, and it's changing rapidly and on a daily basis. So, by the time you see this video, some of this may not even be applicable anymore because things are changing so rapidly. But where we're going, or what I'm speculating is going to happen with the housing market, is I do think that we are going to see an increase in listing activity. We've already seen it. We're seeing some people kind of rush to get their homes listed for sale. And we're also seeing some people who are deciding to pull back and not list their home until this kind of work plays itself out. The homes that we are seeing listed for sale tend to be vacant properties. So these could be second homes, vacation homes, investment properties where these people are either having to sell because things have shifted. All the vacation rentals here, pretty much anyone that was planning on staying those have canceled. and now those are going to be vacant for the rest of the year. So a lot of those individuals are either rolling it over and turning it into a long-term rental, or they're selling it. I think the long-term rental market is definitely going to change because of all this. I think we're going to see an influx of rentals, and I think we'll see rental prices actually go down. The real estate market, in terms of purchases and sales, I think prices are going to stay relatively flat through this. I think that this is going to be a short-term thing. At least, God, I hope it's a short-term thing. I think that this is going to drag out for a few months. I think the second quarter is gone. I think that we're going to have negative GDP, like a really deep negative GDP. I think the unemployment rate is going to raise. I think it's going to get up above 20% and maybe even push 30%. Based on what happened last week. I really hope that the rescue plan the government came out with is going to delay some of that. But, and then again, back to the real estate market, I think it's going to stay flat. I think that this is an opportune time for buyers. We were in a very dramatic seller's market just 2 weeks ago, and now that's over. And there's buyers who are getting on the sideline. There's more listings coming to market. You've got some sellers who are feeling a little bit desperate and want to get rid of their home. So as a buyer, you're facing less multiple offers. Sellers are willing to negotiate. Sellers are willing to do repairs, and interest rates are relatively low. Interest rates, a week and a half ago got pretty high. They were up in the high 4s, and some rates were even in the 5s. Well, now we're back down to the low 3s, and I think in a week or so we'll probably see rates down in the low 2s. So we are far from through this. I think that this is just the tip of the iceberg. I think that there's going to be a lot of developments. I'm speculating that we're going to see another rescue plan come out of Congress. So as this develops and as things come out, I will be updating you regularly. Please send me your questions. I will answer them specific to your situation and give you the best information that I can. In the meantime, stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy, and practice your social distancing. And we appreciate all of you.